and it's lights coming up again, and Cheryl, Andy's girlfriend, are drinking coffee in her place. And Cheryl next morning says, "Where's your dad's Cadillac?" "Oh, he went to White City to see his girlfriend." Now, don't tell anybody. Daddy wants me to tell people he went to see about his stocks and bonds. Do you think they'll get married? Oh, sure. He can hardly wait to do the right thing by her. Well, I'd have thought that as long as he was married to your mother, he'd want to sport around a little bit. Oh, he's a responsible man. He's already talking marriage. I think he wants to grab her before she finds out what an old bastard he is. Oh, what about your romance with Red Barfield? Do you plan on getting hitched? Oh, hell no! He's not what you call husband material. Well, we was out in the Circle Cliffs yesterday, and all he and Henry did was steal. Steal? With you right there? Well, I found out there's nothing you can do to stop a thief. Thieves like them. On the way home, Red was acting like I stole just about as much as he did. Now he'll tell everybody that all over town that Dandy Cox is his new thieving partner. What did he steal? Oh, he and Henry broke in some camp, stole a bunch of canned goods, and then, of course, he had to siphon gas out of some vehicle before we could even come home. That darn rascal. His dad seems like such a nice guy. He's so nice looking. His dad always stops in my store when he goes out on his county road job. But, you know, Red must have something that he likes. You must have something that he likes a lot. Oh, hell yes. I'll tell you what I like about Red. It's in his pants. I haven't seen anything like that magnificent member for years. You know, old Frank was well endowed, but he used his for kind of a weapon. Oh, I always thought Frank was so good looking, such a wonderful singer. What a handsome couple that you made at your wedding dance. And you wore that black velvet dress. You know, I thought that was kind of a bad omen. Oh, it was a bad omen, all right. I wondered 35 minutes after I married him if I hadn't ought to get a divorce. 35 minutes. I knew he had a bad temper, though, so I didn't dare. 10 years and 2 kids later, I finally got up the nerve to leave him. Well, I guess with Henry along, you sure didn't get much chance to spoon yesterday with Red. Oh, that's what I like about Red. He's always got somebody in tow. You know, that's what I don't like about him. he acts like he's afraid to, you know, spend time with just a woman. Then you know he's a logger. I kind of thought about that. Wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't getting it on with them too. When he gets horny, you know, he camps out all the time in the woods. Oh, my Lord. Don't say that too loud around here. You always manage to shock me. Just being realistic, Cheryl. He's a 28-year-old bachelor. Now, what does that tell you? Well, but he's good in bed with a woman. That's what makes a bisexual. They're hot. They get it on with everybody. They like both men and women, and that's how sex crazy they are. But you can't trust them. I gotta get out of here before I get so hooked on Red that he breaks my heart. Well, I just think you look on the dark side of life. There's a lot of stuff going around here that you don't know about, Cheryl. I used to think my dad was probably bisexual too in his day. That's why he's so mean. He lied to my mother. He feels guilty. Now you married Joe Wells. You come over the mountain. Don't imagine you might be getting mixed up with in this here outlaw town of Sand River. You better check out Joe too. I don't trust any guys raised around here. Well, I am sure Joe does not fool around with men, you suspicious beast. I don't trust myself anymore. Joe's the one who maybe should leave me. Oh, so you're playing around with other guys, huh? Well, some have tempted me. Opening a store, Cheryl, is how my mother got started down her path to hell. Now don't stick around here for years like she did, having one affair after another. If you feel like stepping out, leave Joe now. Well, I can't bear to hurt him. Well, what in the hell do you think saving him will do? You think he won't find out sooner or later? But he's the father of my boys. Leaving him would just upset them so bad. If you're lying, you're sure not a good example to those kids. Just then, the old car grinding up. Oh my God, that sounds like Red. Red comes in the door. Red!
Dandy, you in there?
Is that you, Red? Hey, I thought did you go to work this morning in the timber?
No, I don't feel like going to work. I told him I was plumb sick. I wanted to see you.
Well, you brought Henry with you yesterday, and I spent more time talking to him than I did to you.
What did that bastard say about me?
Well, he told me how he could just vomit how you talk to women, and he'll marry me if I get pregnant, if you won't.
Yeah, sure. He'd make you a nice husband. About your age, isn't he? You know, you're older than I am.
I'm just not sure I want to marry him either, Red. After I heard how he loves to kill, and I don't think he was kidding. You know that little gun? Then Cheryl comes out.
I didn't know you were in there. I ain't even got a beer. I can't talk to women when I'm not drunk. I mean, I gotta be smashed to talk to women.
Don't worry, Red. I've got a meeting I got to go to, so I won't be here long. Bye, Dandy. You and Red have a good time. She leaves.